say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy, you can do whatever you like, you don't have to be ready, you just gotta trust the right, don't have to be scary, you just gotta follow the light, you're able to be happy, you can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready, you don't have to be. I see you hesitating while you're waiting, like somebody's gonna give it to you. You gotta chase it, gotta believe it, you gotta go get it for yourself. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy, you can do whatever you like, you don't have to be ready, you just gotta trust the right, don't have to be scary, you just gotta follow the light, you're able to be happy, you can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready, you don't have to be. You don't have to be ready, you don't have to be. You are like me, and I'm like you. You are like me, and I'm like you. There's so many ways to be happy, you can do whatever you like, you don't have to be ready, you just gotta trust the right, don't have to be scary, you just gotta follow the light, you're able to be happy, you can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready, you don't have to be. You don't have to be ready, you don't have to be. Tell him no, 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 no. Tell him no, 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 no. You've been trying to cater to all the needs. You've been feeling guilty for so long. Baby, they're not friends, they are enemies. Don't you tell them yes, tell them get lost. Cause every time you go and ask for help, they say sorry, but I'm busy. So you end up doing it yourself. Ooh, hold up, baby, don't take it. It ain't friendship if they just fake it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell them no, 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 no. Hold up, baby, don't stress it. It ain't worth it, and you won't miss it.
Uh-oh, there it is. It finally popped up. I got a little worried there that it wasn't on. What is going on, everybody? Another Wednesday night of overtime. So that's why I'm late. Overtime, dinner, and now. Actually, the boy Kenny, he goes to school Monday through Thursday. Kelly picks him up on Thursdays. So we actually, because it's a little rough with Kelly being back in school too, a little rough on everybody watching the dogs, making dinner, and all that other stuff. There's a possibility Wednesday night shows may go to Thursday night. I'll let you know, but we shall see about that. What's going on, Bill Scheibler? What's going on, Dave H? Fubar Model Yard, Benny. Free Kyle, Benny. Free Kyle. DLC Model Builders, what's going on? Welcome aboard. Hobby Time, Jack Parker, Jalen Jamscale, Jared Finkenbinder. I love everybody's names. Jason Lang, Mark's Hobby Bench, what's up? Maddie C, Ruben, Sci-Fi Model Shop, and we got our friend Spencer in here. What's up, Spence? Upstate Scale Modeling, John. Kaylin, White Gloves Models. Let's go through the chat and see if I missed anything. Let's see. Hello. Jared, he's getting your model fixed. Wednesday nights are no longer model fix. We're just hanging out on Wednesday nights now, pretty much. Let's see. Hello to all. Still hanging around here. Loving the music. Get out some of those fans and blow it my way. Evening, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I finally got my GoPro, so I'll be doing some sort of videos update later this weekend. Awesome. Hope everyone is well. I'm doing a little better each day. I'm glad to hear that you're doing better each day, Kaylin. That is awesome. Can't wait to see the videos coming up from you. That will be... Say what now? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let's see. Teach dogs to do dinner, save time. I wish they would cook dinner. They are actually very good. They don't beg at the table, which is nice. Blaine comes. 3/4 of the time, Blaine will come to the table, but he sits down with his back towards you, and he faces the wall. The girls, they'll come and sit there, and they're like, oh, they're not giving us food, and they go lay down. So they're pretty good at that. Hey, what's going on, Brian? Good to see you. Sitting on the shed porch with Elvira, waiting to shoot at the trash pandas. Oh, my goodness. Getting dinner now. We had shrimp scampi. Elaine cooked up some shrimp scampi. So let's start off the show with a little something for Sci-Fi Model Shop Ron. Ron, Omar got me your tracking number. It went out on the 2nd. This is how USPS is handling your package. It went out on the 2nd. It finally arrived in Portland 5 days later on the 7th, and it's sitting in Portland. It was supposed to be delivered today by 8 p.m. What I'm going to do is I'll email you after the show. I'll email you the tracking so you can keep on top of that, and then hopefully they don't lose another frickin' package on us, because I'm getting tired of them losing packages. The second thing, and I won't show the address, but this little doohickey here, I don't know what's in it, showed up the other day, and this is from our friend Ron, a little surprise gift. We're going to open this on Saturday's show, so thank you very much, Ron. I'm very curious to see what's in here, and we will check that out on Saturday, so that's a good thing. What's up, Chris K? What's going on, Phil? Phil, you should be able to post pictures. I seen you post some. Everybody should be able to post pictures. Tommy was playing with the numbers game with the size, because we got to save server space, so he upped it some. This way we don't have to do too much off the site resizing. Paul D. Tomaso, what's going on? What's up, Brian? What's up, Ken? Ken? Yeah, oh boy, Ron. Oh boy, indeed. I hope they didn't a doohickey in the box. I don't know what it is, so it's a doohickey right now till we open it up and we see what's going on in that box. But that'll be Saturday. I'll find out probably tomorrow. I'll probably work on Saturday, Sunday. I took last weekend off. Now it's back. Sorry about that. Back to the grind of working overtime till I get too tired and I say screw it and I take a weekend off. But I'm probably gonna take a weekend off because we're supposed to be going apple picking sometime soon, so we can make some apple pies, and Ava's family's coming with us. So that's all. We always love going apple picking. Apple picking's a good thing. Yo, Scott, Modeler X, what's going on, brother? Omar. Hopefully everybody's doing well. You got your friend Kenny Conklin here, who's tired as usual. Damn, you figure you leave at 6 o'clock at night and there'd be no traffic. These are Kenny's stories. Dun, exactly. These are my stories. Yo, Frizzo, what's going on? Yes. My mother-in-law makes absolutely delicious apple pies, and we go get the fresh apples, and then we go pumpkin picking, and we get our apple cider donuts and our apple cider and all that other good stuff. If you can't tell, we're big about the holiday season here, starting really with Halloween. We put out fall stuff, which Kelly decorated the upstairs with fall stuff, and then it moves on to Halloween and Thanksgiving and all that other good stuff. So, New Jersey tradition, absolutely. We go over. I don't know if you know Terhune Orchards. That's where we go for apples over there, and then we got to find a new place to go pumpkin picking, because Terhune used to be good, but it's not that good anymore. Now they just put the pumpkins in big on big pallets and stuff like that. You're not out in the field picking them yourself, so that's no fun. I like doing the pumpkin picking when it's nice and cool out. Wife has officially landed on the East Coast for a week, which is good considering the condition of the house. You got to do the Braveheart freedom. Your wife is gone. You got to do the Braveheart freedom. My new walker will be here tomorrow so I can go off-roading. So far, I've only been limited to walking in circles in my driveway, but now I'll be tearing up the town. Make sure you get some tennis balls to put on the front of that walker. Nice place in Flemington. Okay, I got to check that out. Find the most sincere pumpkin. I'm going to sit in that pumpkin patch and wait for the great pumpkin. Any word if the Belvedere kit I won has shipped yet? Paul, I'll let you know right now. If that's one of Benny's kits, Benny's are going out this Saturday. The one Ron won was actually from July, and it's taken a while. Yeah, the Belvedere was one of Benny's, so that's going out this Saturday. And then I'll get Benny his shipping back, and I think we're all caught up on deliveries. And then we got to keep an eye on them because USPS decided they like to lose stuff. So don't forget your blue robe, Kalen. It's gonna be Vinny the Chin. Just posted my 2020 deformed cartoon final. Think that needs to be part 2 in our group build. Sweet. Yeah, I actually I finished up Batgirl. I have to edit the build video, and then I got to make a finale video. So I'll get those 2 up hopefully by the weekend, and then I'm going to start on my Witch. And then actually after the Witch, I think I'm going to do a special build for a friend of mine. This way I could ship it out to her as a surprise. She's not watching this anyhow. If any of you know Whitney Kay, she's an artist. She's a good friend of mine. She calls Jessica Rabbit her spirit animal, so I figured I'd do that one up, pack it up nice, and send it out as a surprise to her. For apples, I walk about 200 yards in the neighbor's trees, but I like sour apples the best, like a psychopath. Sour apples are good. Socks with sandals. Oh my goodness. Oh my good. Thanks, Omar, for 320, but it's worth it. Linkers, if you win and Kenny can find... Hey, what's going on? Find the kit at your local shop, pick it up, and save him some shipping costs. Absolutely. I will PayPal you the money if we can find it local, like we did for KC down in Tasmania. I found his locally and shipped his kit off to him. So Boyd is saying things are going pretty well with getting the show prepared and all that other good stuff. There's still a lot to do, so hopefully it does kick off. And it's not in Austin, Texas. It's in San Antonio, Texas. I made that mistake last week. Dave Papow. What's going on, Dave? Kaylin will be like the crazy people on the Walmart scooters. Oh, boy. Are sour apples the same as... I don't know if they're the same as crab apples. I know the place we go to, Terhune Orchards, they got every apple imaginable over there. But you gotta read the pamphlet, because different apples are different seasons. I forgot what's September and what's October. So, Sungawa, what is up? Going on, Ray? Brian Windmill, what is up, dude? Good to see you. Glad to see everybody here tonight, having a good time. Actually, let's say hello to our newest subscribers. Bob O's, Model Fab Works, welcome aboard. Oh, I like this guy's name. Click Click Vroom. Welcome aboard, Click Click Vroom. That's a good one. Jessica Ellum. Oh my God, Jessica. What is up, Jessica? I doubt you're watching right now. Brian Windmill, that was 4 days ago. Jessica Ellum is actually a very, very good friend of mine, and didn't know she just subscribed to the channel. I know her since, oh my God, I don't even remember how old I was. We're friends from down the Jersey Shore. We spent summers together growing up as teenagers and always had a great time. So hello, Jessica, if you're watching. Dirk, what is up? We got the Melix Town Farm in Tewksbury off Route 78 for apples. I've never been to that one. Shoo, what's going on, brother? I like my apples carameled, candy, sauced, pied, or sauced. What's your style? Kelly makes candied apples. We make the ones with caramel on them. Apple pies. She makes apple butter. Is it out of the apples? Apple butter? I'm pretty sure. I got to run up and ask her. I know she makes some apple butter stuff that's really, really good. So she makes a bunch of stuff. Granny Smiths are very good. The only bad thing about going through the apple orchard is I taste a lot of the apples as I'm going through. Sour apples are more like Granny Smith apples. Crab apples are about the size of a large cherry. Okay. Kelly makes all that. Prove it. Don't make me all right, hold on. Elaine makes the apple pies. You got blocked on that one. You could say the S word. Let me call Kelly. See what she's doing. Let's call Kelly up. Let's put her on speakerphone too. This will be fun. All the apples and pears on our trees in the backyard. Hello?
What's up?
What are you doing right now?
Working on something.
Because we're live on YouTube, and we had a question for you if you can come down just for like 2 minutes, if you had time.
Okay.
Okay. I'll see you in a minute.
All right. Bye.
Okay, bye. I need walkie-talkies in the house so I could just walkie-talkie her upstairs. Yeah, and you come home with far more. Oh, we always come home with way too many apples. We usually end up giving apples away. And here we are on our modeling show talking about apples because that's what we do here. All this talk about sweets is making me hungry. I mean, really, who needs $68 worth of apples? I think they're even more expensive than that now, Dirk. She's on her way down, Benny. She's on her way down. Oven cooked cored apples with stuffed oatmeal and a cinnamon glaze. Ooh, that sounds good. I'm gonna get fat on this show. I hear the living room floor creaking, so she should be on her way. Nobody grows apples. Oh, that sucks. Actually, once we have the backyard all done and fenced in, because we do get deer running through the back sometimes, we're going to plant a few apple trees back there and grow some apple. Well, she's back to school, Omar, and I know she's doing a lesson plan right now, so I'm disturbing her schoolwork, and that's the one BS thing about being teachers. She's at work at 7 o'clock, and she's not even done till she goes to bed, and she's not getting paid overtime for it. I always tell her, as a union member, as soon as you're done at 3 o'clock, drop that crap. I would. I would. I'd be like, yep, sorry, not paying me, not doing it. That actually happened last Friday. I didn't get paid. Usually, the first thing I do when I wake up at 4 a.m. is check my bank account to make sure I get paid. I didn't get paid. And there was no pay in my bank. And when my boss came out, I yelled across the whole yard right in front of everybody. I was like, no pay, no work. Because he knew a bunch of us didn't get paid. And he's like, you get paid for the work you do. I worked last week. No pay, no work. But then finally by 8 o'clock, our pay showed up. But yeah, we were not happy. And if we didn't get paid within a couple more hours, we were going to be walking off the job. What's going on, Fred? Good to see you, Pappy. The orchard we go to has their distillery that makes apple vodka and cider. Ooh, that sounds good. Last year, somebody stole all the apples from my tree and picked up every apple off the ground. Who steals fruit? The entire tree's worth. You got? Don't you have like a lot of deer and moose up there? Elk or something like that that's just picking your tree? We can tons of raspberries for jam and peaches for other stuff, but my dad makes hundreds of jars of pickles every year. My buddy at work, he makes pickles. He makes really, really good pickles. Really good pickles. I don't know when she's coming. But we'll talk about a couple other things before we move on to Kelly if she decides to come down, because I know she is busy. She'll come down at some point. The next thing is KC. Metal Mania 3D TV is his channel. He won the Foos Impala, and he was very, very excited. I probably told you this. Very excited about winning the Foos Impala, and he wanted to do a group build, but he can't do anything till January because he's busy with a lot of stuff. So I said, you know what, let's do it on the forum. So on the forum, if you're a member, this is a member, you have to be a member of the forum to get in on this one. Starting January, I put up a set of rules. We're going to be doing a Foos group build. Now, I know that there's a limited amount of Foos kits out there, 6, 7, or 8 or something like that. It has to be one that's packaged Foos, and it doesn't matter if we're all building the same thing. We're all going to do something a little different, and it'll be cool to see the take on what people do with their cars. So I was over at Omar's favorite place, wink wink. I was over at the Hobby Lobby, and I picked up what Frizzo just said. I picked up the Ford FD100 pickup truck. If the lights will shine on it, not shine on it. So this is the one that I'm going to be doing. It was $37.99 with 40% off. So I figured most people are going to pick up cars, and I've always loved pickup trucks. It sucked in New York City. Not until too long ago, we weren't allowed to have pickup trucks in New York. You had to have commercial plates. When I got home from Tennessee out of the Army, I actually had to get rid of my pickup truck because I put New York plates on it. And I was getting a ticket every day for not having a cap, seats, and seatbelts in the back of a little Ford Ranger. So that had to go, unfortunately. But this is going to be the one that I'm going to be building. And here's the lovely lady, Kelly. We're doing a modeling show, Kelly. Yeah. And we started talking about apples. And the guys want to know everything you do with the apples. I told them Elaine bakes the apple pie. Yeah. So what do you make? You're not coming on camera? You don't want to?
Oh, I can for a minute.
There's Kelly.
Hi.
No glory for you, Kenny Ron. Here, you could sit down in front of the microphone.
Apples?
Yeah, don't you make applesauce sometimes?
Yeah. Okay, so when I get the apples, and it's always good when you're anything apples, it's always good to get a mixture because apples don't all taste the same. Like you have some like Macintosh, like they look like the perfect apple, but I don't really like the taste of them, and sometimes when I bite into them it feels a little gritty. But you have Golden Delicious, you have Granny Smith, you have Fuji, you have Gala, and they all have like different tastes. Some are slightly more tart, some are slightly more sweet. So when you're baking them or using them for whatever, it's not like just one. It's almost like a little bit of a mixture of different flavors of apple, which is, so that's why I personally like to get an assortment if we go apple picking. But yeah, you can make
what do you make?
Apple pie. Oh, I make, okay, so my mom does the apple pie, but
they're good.
I can, yeah, they're good. She doesn't really make them anymore because I don't believe that any dessert should consist of fruit. It's not dessert, it's fruit, even if it comes in a tart shell. You know what I mean? So I've never been like a big fruit pie fan. But her apple pie is really good, especially if it's heated with a little ice cream, vanilla, on the side. That's really good. A little caramel sauce drizzle. But I make applesauce. I make apple butter.
You do make
so
apple
yeah, so
all the girls at school always want the apple
yeah,
butter.
I love apple butter. Like, I didn't think I would like it, and then this one day I made biscuits, and I said, let me just try it. I was eating it like I was going to the electric chair. I was full. Like, Kenny's like, I'm hungry, I want dinner. And I'm like, really? I'm not hungry at all. Why? Because I ate biscuits and friggin' apple butter all day. So that, a lot of, I think your camera just went off.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's not off.
A lot of apple butter recipes have cloves in it, and I don't like the taste of cloves, so the recipe that I use is a little bit different. But yeah, the apple butter is really good, and yeah, it's good. And then there's like something new that I'm working on. Because I don't know, I'm sure I've mentioned it a couple of times, but my friend and I are starting a business it's like a two-parter, but I'm focusing on the desserts. So I do a lot of baking, a lot of different types of desserts, macarons. I think that people just like them because they're called macarons, like there's some bougie cookie. Meanwhile, it's just a sweet cookie. That's all it is, but everybody seems to like them. So that, and then different kinds of tarts and things. But the yeah, I can't see.
Apple butter on bagels.
The apple butter is delish. But the new one, 2 weeks ago, I made a chocolate cupcake, and this isn't box mix. This is scratch. A chocolate cupcake with salted caramel buttercream.
Applesauce cake. I've never
It
heard of
was
that.
so delicious. I have heard of applesauce cake. So now everybody really liked it. So now I think because of the fall,
Fred said, "Hey, Kenny's boss."
I think I'm going to try to make, I don't know if, spiced cupcakes are obviously, the thing, or pumpkin cupcakes, but maple bacon cupcakes. But I think what I'd like to try is I would like to do like a vanilla cupcake with like an apple filling in the cupcake, and then with a salted caramel buttercream. I think that would be really, really good. So if I do it, I will let you know how it is. But
Girl has to do a lesson.
yeah, so I did that, and then I made a lemon meringue cupcake. So it's just a vanilla cupcake, and I made a lemon curd and put it in the center, and did like a Swiss meringue frosting, and I torched it. So
Torch it.
yeah.
Torch it.
But yeah, you could do so many things. You could make I'd like to make like apple turnovers, or there's just so many different things that you
We
can
gotta
make.
get Shu a Wawa sandwich.
A Wawa sandwich,
Yeah.
a hoagie. But yeah, so but I love chocolate. I just love chocolate. So
Fred said his glucose levels going up just thinking about
yeah,
it.
but that's what I do. So it's like, this was it actually started about, oh gosh, I want to say 4 years ago, maybe no, longer than that, about 6 years ago. I just decided that I wanted to make a cupcake from scratch, and I did, and I liked it. But then I lost the recipe, and I found it not too long ago. When I made it, I didn't like it.
Apple fondue.
So now I had to tweak it. But
Omar, I just got diabetes listening to
now
all
I
these
make
tasty
like a
desserts.
really good cupcake.
You guys should
and
be
I
around for
just
Christmas
make
with all
different
the
things.
cookies.
Oh, or the one thing that I made over the summer, I made a s'mores cookie cup. So I made a cookie.
There you go. Shu said at the show when we go to San Antonio,
Mm-hmm.
we should sell the boards and your goodies at the table.
I don't know if it'd make it all the way to Texas. No, it was like a cookie cup, like a chocolate cookie, and I put chocolate ganache in the center and a Swiss meringue top, and then I torched it, because Swiss meringue kind of tastes like marshmallow, like if you melt it a little bit. Oh my God, I was popping them like friggin' pieces of gum. That was good. But yeah, the cookies are insane.
Hand pies. You can make hand pies and sell them at the big show Kenny's going to. See, everybody's telling you sell at the show.
Yeah, no.
I'll just
Actually,
poor Fred's doubling up on his medication now.
yeah, no. The
Fried apple. Oh, I never had a fried apple pie.
I never had that either. I never even heard of
Well,
it.
I tell you what, Fred's from down south. You've never had a Southern breakfast. When I was in Tennessee, I told you. Oh
I have, so I went to Cracker Barrel.
That doesn't count. When I went to my friend's house for Sunday breakfast after church, oh my God, I've never seen anything.
You have said that for like
They've had-
20-something
they've had
years. You've been
freaking
saying how
pork
big this
chops
was.
for breakfast. There was pork chops, steaks, eggs, pancakes.
I would be like stopping
Freaking-
to go to the bathroom and then come
his
back to
mom-
finish.
And his mom home cooked it all. That was the best army meal I ever had. It was Southern cooking is good cooking, real Southern cooking.
Oh God.
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like
Yo, 300. What's going on? We fry everything in the South. Yes, you do.
my son, little Kenny, his girlfriend's mother, and I are actually partners. And yeah, and it's starting to, we have our own Instagram page now.
I'll give him tell him your Instagram
and
page.
Oh, are you ready? Okay, so the name the name of our business, it's what it is
Give him the name.
well, I want to set them up. All right. So
Fried apple pies are really
Maria and I
okay,
had
apple
discussed it,
turnovers.
and we realized, like, at least for us, whenever we go to a party or whenever there's a dinner, we prefer like the finger food, like the perfect bites of like all these different hors d'oeuvres and stuff. Like, I would rather eat that than the main course. And that's what she loves to do, and so, and I love making desserts. So what we decided was we were going to, and again, it's not revolutionary, but I think that we do, the way we do it is a little bit different. But whatever. So it's like bite size. Everything is individual size portions of appetizers and desserts, right? Because if you ever go to a party, you get that napkin and you're walking around, it's none of that. Like, everything is served on its own little thing. So the name of the business, it's called Small Beginnings, Sweet Endings. So when I told Kenny, he goes, "Oh, it sounds like a night of passion with me." That's why I'm laughing. Like, thanks, you think a lot of yourself. But yeah, so that's what it is. And then
You just gave Chris just so much ammunition.
I'm sorry. And then we did a few tastings, because I want brutal truth. And they loved everything that we did.
There's a
And
few
then
things that people said
we actually did a party not that long ago as a favor. And the couple was so wonderful, and they insisted on paying us. They were like, no. And the husband was like, "You're going to be busy." And we're trying to get our business cards together because people are starting to like, "Where's your business card? Where's your business card?" So if Kenny's busy doing this,
she likes your name.
if I'm not working on school or whatever, like, every spare minute is I'm in the kitchen baking, trying different things, and like I said, again, it's not revolutionary, but it's such a sense of satisfaction of making something that, just because baking, it's not like cooking. Baking has to be precise, and if it's not going to turn out right. So, and for me, I like that foundation of precision when it comes to baking, and then you can put your own creativity, and you could do that with like maybe different flavor combinations or different textures or toppings or whatever. But I just, that's what I enjoy, which is why I can't lose a friggin' pound, man. This is so bad. And then I go through the sugar withdrawal because it'll be like 10 o'clock at night and I'll want some, like a chocolate something, and I don't have anything because I didn't make anything, and then I get grouchy. So yeah, so that's what it is. But that is on Instagram, and I'm not tech savvy, so I have to figure out how to upload it to my personal Instagram, because if you don't know, my Instagram is not my married name. It's not Conklin. It's Kelly Rossborough. Don't ask me why. I just left it that way. But some of you are friends with me on Facebook and Instagram. But anyway, so that's the very long, unnecessarily long story, and that's what you could do with apples. But I will look into the fried apple thing. What is a fried apple cake? Fried apple pie?
It's like a turnover, a fried apple turnover.
Because that actually
That sounds
sounds
good.
very interesting.
That sounds very
That
good.
sounds interesting. So I'm going to look into
Kelly's
that.
making Chippy Chip apple chips available for sale at HLI website.
And yeah, I'm going to look into it. If I find anything
You
else.
cater to Colorado yet?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, a lot of
See,
these.
Spence said cooking is an art, baking is a science.
Yes, and Spence, you're exactly right. I think that and when you make something good, like, I could totally see how and why chefs are so arrogant. Like, you really do, not that I do, believe me, I don't, but I could see why you feel like, you know, when you create something that's so wonderful and people enjoy it, you do have like that euphoria of like, I did that, you know, like I got it. But yeah, I just think that it's something, because for me, I just always look at life as you never know what tomorrow will bring. You have to take every day as it comes. You find a reason to smile every day. You find a reason to laugh every day. And I just have too many things on my bucket list, you know what I mean, that I need to accomplish. So this is one. Shut up. So that's one of them. So the baking. So that's what it is. But if I come up with anything, or if I make something, you know, that tastes good, I will let you know.
Gain more than 5 pounds.
Oh.
No, Dave said he's going to gain 5 pounds tonight. Going to gain more than 5 pounds.
Oh yeah, no.
Especially when Christmas comes around.
Yeah, no, that's big time cooking, big time baking. Hey, you want to get back on? Because now you're hovering.
I'm going to get back
All
on
right.
because you got to finish your lesson plan. Otherwise, I'm going to get yelled at for bringing you down here. You're going to say, you brought me down there and I stayed on and you didn't get me off.
I know when he starts to loom, my time is up. All right. Have fun with the rest of your show. Bye, guys. It was nice talking to you. No, but you have to do your thing, and I got to go upstairs.
You got to finish that lesson plan. Otherwise, you're going to be grouchy tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Teacher's work is never done. Unfortunately. Thanks for coming.
Sorry I talked so long.
No, I don't care if you talk long. I just don't want you to get upset at me because your lesson plan was late. Thank you, Kelly. Shopcat Industries, what's going on? Just dropping in from work. Hi, all. Picked up cart of glass. Yeah, Kelly can go. Kelly can go, but she likes talking. We're gonna put her on here more than me. It's intoxicating. She's gone. So, as I was saying, we were talking about the Foos thing. Foos grill build coming up in January. Just before January, if you want to stop by the Conklin household up in New Jersey, there'll be plenty of cookies. There are way too many cookies up here. So if you want to stop by, stop by. So the other thing I picked up, cooking is a hobby, don't you know? It is. She loves cooking, and it's just too much tasty stuff. The other thing I did pick up at Hobby Lobby, because I love things with Coca-Cola on them, I picked up the AMT 53 Ford F100 Coca-Cola, little pickup truck over there. And this sucker's heavy because it actually comes with a die-cast vending machine and a little cart. So I picked up that little pickup truck too. So I got me two little pickup trucks, one for a group build and one for personal, because I kind of want to do something like that, like an old country store, and the pickup truck dropping off the Coca-Colas to fill back up the machine. Maybe like an old country gas station, because now I could print out like old gas pumps and stuff like that. That would be pretty cool. So I picked up those. I was actually only going to pick up the Foos one, but Kelly was like, they're 40% off. Get the other pickup truck. You love the Coca-Cola. So, I forgot my Dr. Pepper upstairs. I knew I was missing something. I have that one cool kit. Dan, the Coca-Cola one. Hey, what's going on, KC? Too many cookies? Oh, I'm going to have to send you cookies, Benny, because there are too many cookies. I think there's like 3 different kinds of thumbprint cookies, double chocolate cookies, sugar cookies, gingerbread cookies, snickerdoodles, some kind of peppermint cookies. What else is there? There's like 8, 9, maybe 10 different cookies she does. Dan popped in. Hey, what's going on, Dan? Good to see you, brother. Sell apple pies out of it. That's a good idea. We can make little apple pies. How do you know when someone is telling you a dad joke? When it's a parent. I'm gonna have to. The Coke one is cool, Dan. I'm gonna have to tell Kelly. We're gonna have to send Benny some cookies. We'll have to make tons and tons and tons of cookies and send them out, because there really are. We end up giving them away to the neighbors. Our floor guy, who actually became a very close friend of mine, Jerson, he comes by now every Christmas just for cookies and stuff. So it's a good deal. No worries. I was late too. I worked overtime. I didn't get on here till a little after 8. So I have to tell my wife she can't make sweets until the ones she already has made are gone. Oh, back to packing. Jason, thanks for stopping by, brother. Good to see you. Always good to see you. Major American brands or products would be logical replacements for the Coca-Cola series of kits. I love the Coca-Cola series of kits. All those cookies are like diabetes waiting to happen. Yes, they are. Yes, indeed they are. Telling you, Shu. All right, I'm gonna have to get care packages out to guys. Coca-Cola truck is sweet. Was checking that out a few weeks back. Yeah, that thing is sweet. That Coke truck. Gotta love the collect. Yes, indeed, Brian. Let me know how it's where you're moving. Northern Delaware, right? Somebody else is moving to Northern Delaware? Who else is moving to Northern Delaware? Oh, Jason's moving to Northern Delaware. Oh, so Jason will be close too. Delaware's not far from me at all. Why are bears light on the feet? Is because they can carry the bare necessities. Oh my God, you guys kill me. Oh, I love dad jokes. I love dad jokes because yeah. Then Jason will be close by too. Jason will be over here too. Hey George, what's going on? Guys, help me out. Halloween group build, the AMT Barris Dragula and Monsters Coach, or the Polar Lights Ecto 1 lit up. I would go with the Barris Dragula and the Monster Coach. The only reason I'm saying that is because we are running out of time. Like tomorrow night, I have to get on the Witch because we are running out of time. Wilmington or Newcastle is areas of destination. Nice. My vote is the Dragula set. Just because lighting and the Ecto 1 takes a while. You have my address and my order. Yes. Yes, I do. I don't know if I have your address. I have your phone number though. I have your phone number. But I won't come sneaking up on your door because I know you're locked and cocked every time you answer the door. So I will text you first. Fred, I'm coming to the door. Don't shoot me, please. The Twins it is. Yeah, I would go with those. Just because of that's why I got to get on mine. I have lighting on mine, but just a little bit of lighting with the Ecto 1. If you're really going to light that bad boy up, you're going to do headlights, you're going to do the flashing lights, you're going to do the tail lights, you're going to do interior lights. That's a big job. November will be an apple pie giveaway. Try being married to one. Oh boy. Always thought the soda pop companies should all sponsor regional circle track stock car teams and have 3-hour-long commercials for all their flights. That would be interesting. That would be in his truck too. Oh, okay. I will stay away from Fred's truck. Stay away from Fred's. I'll text him again. Fred, I'm coming up to your side door. Just a heads up as well. That's right. I'll text you before I come to the door. I'll be like, Fred, I'm on my way to see you. So, let me grab one more thing. I'll show you. Now I'm scared I'm going to drop her. Here she is. Here she is, finally all done up. You're not going to be able to see her that well because she's far away. I don't know how well she'll show up on camera with my face here, but you guys are getting the first peek at her. I haven't done the first live peek at her. I haven't done the video on her yet, so I have to do her finale video. There's a few flaws on her, but overall, pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with my first 3D print, and this is the first set of eyes I ever did, and I did about 5, maybe 6 times trying to draw them in with pencil, and that just wasn't working, so I said, screw it, I'm going for it. I whipped out a marker and just drew those suckers in like when I'm drawing on a piece of paper, and finally got her eyes in place. Now, the second exciting thing that happened to your friend Kenny Conklin here, besides Boyd announcing that, the whole show and he wants me to be a part of the show, which was a pretty big honor for him, for me to be asked to come down to the show, do live shows and help out and all that other stuff, that Boyd thought of me that way. That was pretty cool. The second exciting thing that just happened was one of the people I know on Facebook, Jez Coleman. He's actually a publisher with other guys that used to run magazines. They started their own magazine a while ago. from Phoenix Scale Publications. I forgot the name of the magazine itself. He posted today on her build that this is an awesome. Jez said, "This is an awesome, great job, mate. Let me know if you would like to get this published in Phoenix Scale Publications. It's worth a page or two, I would say. If you want to know how, drop me a PM." So they want me to put the Batgirl in their magazine. So I got a PM Jez. He said he's going to PM me later, but if he doesn't, I'll PM him and see what the deal is, how I get in the magazine, what the all the ins and outs of it are. But I may have my first article in a magazine with my first 3D print, which would be pretty cool. That would be pretty exciting. And then I'll definitely buy like 5 or 6 of those magazines, so I have a bunch with me. So this week's been a pretty good modeling week for me. Next up, I'm definitely going to download the other 2 Batgirls to put with her. And I actually told him there's some flaws in her, and he's like, "Don't worry, she looks great." I don't know if they airbrush or anything like that. There are a few spots I'm going to touch up on her before I do take pictures of her. So hopefully those come out well. I'll send him, whatever he needs, and we'll see how that goes. So I may. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. That's yeah. I was actually shocked that a magazine saw this and they wanted in there. I'm like, the eyes. Everybody's like, the eyes. I appreciate all the compliments I got on Facebook. I'm pretty stoked about the eyes myself, being my first time. There's just improvement to go from there. I just got to keep practicing and practicing and practicing. I tell you what, I do like this style, the cartoony anime style. I love figures. I love real life character figures, but I have a hard time with skin tones and shading and stuff like that. The cartoon characters and the anime characters like this kind of make it easy because there's not much to the skin tones on them. A lot of them are very pale, and unless you're going to do a harsh shadow or something like that, you really don't have to put in too many shadows or anything like that, except like in the nostrils and the ears and stuff, and they come out really, really well. And the other thing that I was saying last time, I kind of cheat. Well, I don't know if it's really cheating, but if you look at your own clothes, shadows don't come on them. They come from the light source. So when I'm doing my pictures, I don't really do a lot of highlighting and shading. When you see my pictures and it comes out with nice highlights sometimes and nice shadows and stuff like that, that's just me changing the angles of the light to get the natural highlights and shadows on her. I don't do a lot of that. I let the natural light take care of it, and it works out very well, especially on the bigger figures that have creases and dips and dives and all that other good stuff. Natural lighting will take care of a lot of that. My kits are a little harder on figure than Kenny. They are pilot. Yeah, 1/72nd scale. No. And she's not cross-eyed, Jalen. No, it's it's not. She didn't come out cross-eyed, which I was like. If you saw my first attempts, Jalen, with the pencil, one eye was up here, one eye was down here. Most of the time they weren't level. These are a little bit off, but not too bad. And yes, Fred, I was not expecting, definitely was not expecting somebody from a magazine to say that they liked it and would like to have it in a magazine. So I'll go for it and see what they say. I'll take some nice pictures. If they say yes, they say yes. If they say, you know what, after looking at the pictures, we can see some stuff and it's not the greatest, I am still very, very happy with my build. And she'll go in, I'm probably for now, because I don't have a display area, get one of those cloches and put a glass thing over her so she doesn't get all dusty and stuff like that. But I am pretty excited. This is actually one of my better jobs that I've done, because most of my jobs are natural zenithal lighting. Absolutely. I totally agree, Omar. Regular lighting can do wonders when you're taking pictures. Like right now with my 2 key lights that I'm looking at, you probably can't, you might be able to see it, how the top here is highlighted from the light, and as you get darker under her hair there, because the light's really not hitting it, and I could see it on the back. I got highlights over here and then darker shadows in the back. So natural lighting works out very, very well. What do you call a 3-foot-tall psychic on the run? A small medium. Large. Photo booth and good lighting works wonders. Yes, indeed. I actually had a photo booth. I got rid of it. I just go with the oak tag or big sheets of black, blue, and white behind it. And I use 3 different lightings. I use 2 from the side and 1 from above to fill her in. And then you could play with the lighting to see which way you want shadows and stuff like that. Gotta love a redhead. Indeed, you do gotta love a redhead, Casey. And then I'll have another redhead coming up when I do Jessica Rabbit. She'll be my next redhead. You didn't have to take that one away. Redheads are good. Invested in a decent lighting booth. Unless you talk to Chris K, then he hates redheads. My preferred figure scale is usually 1/6 scale or even 1/5. I do like the bigger figures. I think a quarter scale is big. Quarter scale is huge, but I think Omar does some quarter scale. Some practice and you'll be painting like Mark Dunmore before you know it. Yeah. Well, it was nice to get compliments from Mark. I'm always talking about Mark. He's an awesome painter. Joe Hudson messaged me. Joe's doing well. He's trying to get back into his shop. He was like, yeah, you did an excellent job on the eyes, especially for your first time. So getting compliments from guys like that, and Omar and everybody in here, you know, you guys were wonderful. You really were. You know, there could have been some critiques, but there weren't, which I don't mind the critiques. If you see something, let me know. This, I didn't print out the greatest. Even told the guy that's from the publication that there are some faults with the print of the 3D printing. I think it was my settings. It was just not right, and there's some deviations in it. But everything I've been printing now has been coming out really, really well. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, a bigger bust with a bigger bust. Group hug glory. I've got a bunch of quarter scale kits. They take up space. Yeah, there is only excuse me. There is only one huge bust that I want, and it's a 1/1 scale bust, and it's from Blackheart Models. It's the Invisible Man bust. I already put that on my wish list for Christmas, so hopefully I get that. I really like the Lon Chaney movies and stuff, so hopefully that will be under the tree this year. If not, I'm going to have to put it away. Boobies are good, Fred. Boobies are very, very good. Who doesn't love a good set of boobies? Do any sites have licensed or unlicensed plans for 3D vintage toys, original G.I. Joes or SSP races? I don't know. You can go to like CG Trader and see what people have on there. CGTrader.com, Gambody. Gambody has a lot of newer stuff. I'm not bad. I was drawn that way. Exactly. She's not bad. She was drawn that way. So we'll be doing her up nicely. I'll do a video series on her. But the big one is tomorrow night. I'm going to start on the Witch. I got to get the electronics done. I got to see if I have to order LEDs for that, because I am lighting up the cauldron and we're lighting up the candle. And hopefully she comes out well for Halloween. And then at night I'll be catching up on articles again. I caught up on some, but not all of them. No, Kenny, you want the 1/2 Blackheart Gorgon bust? I'd like one, but I'm just about broke. Ah, Spence. No, I want the Invisible Man bust. You know, I got the Invisible Man back there. I'm gonna go I keep twisting her and turning her, and sooner or later I'm gonna twist and turn her too much, and she's gonna go for a spin. I glossed her eyes yesterday. I think I'm gonna put one more coat of gloss just around the iris and the pupil, and hopefully that works out well. And then I'm going to hit a few spots that I have to touch up. But thank you very much, guys, for the compliment on this. I'll probably edit the video tomorrow night, and then Friday night will be the video of the build, and then I'll finally do the final video. And don't forget, Friday night, if Fred's on, even if you haven't, subscribe to Fred. He'll be he's been doing his Friday night shows. And then crazy, I saw Fred at, I think was it Sunday, Fred, that you Crazy Jeff and Charlie Mack were on. Oh my God, yeah, because I was working, and I think Jeff put the show on early and wasn't able to do the show or something, and I had to go, and then I popped in at the end of the day of work, and there they were. All right, that was I enjoyed that show. But Friday nights, check out Fred Henry. He's got an awesome show too. Let's put her back. And actually, while I am here, we have a new, let me find it. I want to go on YouTube for a second, and I'm going to grab their link because I had trouble finding them. Metal Mania, Metal Mania is right up top. Oh, and Metal Mania, you're I'm gonna have to mute this real quick. Okay, there we go. Let me find Project Zero. He's a modeler. He's a modeler. He's an ex-Marine, and he has a special needs son. And they're doing the 2022 Deformed Cartoon group build together, and they just started their YouTube channel. So let me pop this up in the chat. Let's support these guys. Oh, that's not the right thing. Not hanging with. What the hell? What in the hell? Okay. Why does it keep doing? My computer's acting a little funky here. All right, there. Copy. I hate when computers don't. There we go. This is a link to their YouTube channel. So if you're inclined, go over. They're part of the big Papa Dan group build right now. The Deformed 2. I got to get into more group builds when I have time. It's just I stretch myself way too thin. I actually may be looking for help. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Absolutely. My grandfather was a Marine, 1st Marine Division in World War II, down in Guadalcanal, Peleliu, I think a couple more islands. Like I told you before, he got knocked out of the war with malaria, and that was the end of the war for him, and he came home. He never talked about the war, he only told my dad one story that my dad told me. My grandpa was busted down in rank a couple times. He did his part as soon as, Pearl Harbor happened and all that. Him and his brothers all went, signed up. His brothers, 2 or 3 brothers, went to the European theater with the Army, and he went to the South Pacific with the Marine Corps, 1st Marine Division. I have his book, The Old Breed, and he's in that book. The picture of him is on Peleliu, I think. I don't think it's Guadalcanal. But anyway, the only story that my grandfather told my dad, and my dad told me, was, I don't remember what island it was on. But they were fighting, of course, and they were marching up the, advancing up the island, and there was, a Japanese soldier that was dying, and his platoon, he might have been wounded badly or dying. I don't remember exactly, but his lieutenant told him to shoot him, and my grandfather told the lieutenant, "Go fuck yourself, you shoot him." And he kept marching on to fight guys that are shooting back at his friends, not the guy that's sitting there dying with no weapon. So that's the only story that that Grandpa told my dad, and my dad told me. So yeah, and then I found out we had family in the Civil War. I think they came over from Ireland as soon as they got here. They were in the Civil War, and then, like I told you, World War I, we were on the bad guy side. My great-grandfather was Austro-Hungarian, because I'm mostly Czech and Slovak, so we were fighting against the U.S. in World War I. World War II, we had family members in Korea, Vietnam, the first Gulf War. I was in service when we were coming home from the first Gulf War, so I didn't go. So I am just a Gulf War era veteran. I'm not a Gulf War veteran. And then I was the last one to be in service during some sort of conflict. So yeah, we got a big thing. YouTube effing up tonight for me. Could not get on my phone and my TV. It kept kicking me out. Oh boy, YouTube does not like you, bud. My grandfather was with the 8th Corps in the U.S. Army during World War II, landed at Normandie, that fought off the Battle of the Bulge. Then his unit transferred to the Pacific and fought. Holy cow. Holy cow. Just like Lieutenant Dan. Yeah, but unfortunately I knew that story way before Lieutenant Dan. The Irish were, yeah, we had family. I am like Lieutenant Dan. We had family in everything. We only, out of all the wars that our family was in, we lost one cousin in Vietnam. Otherwise, everybody came home from every war they fought in. The Gulf War, every war we fought in up to the Gulf War, we had land troops, infantry and stuff like that. The Gulf War, my cousin Billy was in the Navy. The freaking Navy. Sorry, Pappy. The Navy. Yes, Fred is a fellow vet. We got so many veterans in here. I think almost everybody's probably a veteran in here. But yes, thank you, Fred, for your service. Thank you very much. It's coming up almost on our time of year, Veterans Day. Desert Storm and Shield for me. See, I got in. You guys, everybody, November '92. I think everybody was almost home at that point. But yeah, I got my National Defense Ribbon because of the time frame I was in and stuff like that. So, had found out that my great grandmother's uncle fought with the Confederacy. I think when my relatives came over from overseas during the Civil War, I think how it worked, if I'm correct, was if you had $300 to pay the government, you can get out of this fighting in the Civil War. But if you came over, you had to fight. I don't remember, but he was he was with the North. My dad was in the Philippines too, an MP. Had a few stories. Thank you, Fred. 90 to 94. I was in 92 to 96. Operation Urgent Fury, my first op. Oh, I was over in Desert Shield, but was home by the time Desert Storm started. Okay, see, a lot of us are all around the same age and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. There was something else I wanted to show you, but I don't remember what I wanted to show you and talk about. I don't remember. Well, we're gonna get off here in about 10-15 minutes anyhow, because I got to get the dogs out again, and I got to get to bed because that 4 a.m. damn time comes way too freaking quick. Just got done reading the book Operation Vengeance by Dan Hampton. I got to check that out. I didn't even know about that book. Did not even know about that book. And thanks, guys, whoever's subscribing over at the channel that I posted up a little while. United States Marine Corps, 82 to 95, Semper Fi. We got pretty much every branch in here. I know Fred is Navy. Yui's a Marine. We have Shu, who's Coast Guard. I was Army. I know Dave Papow, he was Air Force. Yeah, so we got, I don't know how many others were Army and stuff like that, but we have all the branches covered in here. We got everybody serving in a branch. Oh, Dirk was 92 to 97. Oh, so yeah, Dirk, me and you were in the military at the same time. My dad was in Air Force 73 and 93, served in Saudi Arabia for Desert Shield and Desert Storm. Oh, he did the 20. Really liking Alclad. I never tried that. Is it Allclad or Alclad? I don't know. I haven't tried those, and like I said, I can't really use enamels in here because I can't spray them. I just can't spray them in here. But once I do get that spray booth, I will be trying, especially watching the car guys with certain paints that they use. That stuff comes out really, really nice. So I want to try. I want to try some of that. I ordered my ICM MiG 29 from Ukraine. Sweet. Oh, Munchkin Modeling, man. There's another Army boy. Another Army guy. I sadly couldn't join. Got turned away because of my blood clotting thing. Otherwise, I would have. Yeah, a lot of people, unfortunately, have circumstances that won't allow them to do it. Oh, I told the boy. He didn't know. He just turned 18 on September 1st. It's like, dude, you got to do the service to your country. You got to sign up for selective service. He's like, what's that? I said, every young man, when he turns 18 years old, has to sign up. God forbid there's a draft. Guess who's going to defend the country, young lad? I use them extensively. Yeah, I got to try out a whole bunch of paints. You can turn old clothes dryer into a model paint booth in about 3 hours and $20. I don't have an old clothes dryer, though. I have a brand new GE in there that's only 2 years old. Yeah, mine's my main go-to is Tamiya Paints. I said that I was allergic to sand. I said I was allergic to sand. Oh my goodness! I bought both the ICM Ghost of Kiev kit and the matching paint set. Very cool. Oh, we do. We just actually had our first few orders. I haven't tried them out yet. I gotta hit up BG again, because I did ask Fred if he used enamel paints, and he doesn't. He's like me. A lot of Tamiya stuff, because I was going to ask him to do some reviews for paints that we sell on the site now. So BG's he said he would do it, but he's been busy, so I got to see if he wants what paints he wants. Good night, Fred. Yeah, I'm out of here in 10 minutes too. Excuse me. I'll be out of here in 10 minutes because I got to go take care of those puppies, and not that they look like puppies anymore. They'll be 8 months old. They'll be 8 months old Friday. So they're getting big. I have a spray booth on order. I know you got the nice spray booth. I'm going to just build my own. Was discharged from the Navy for being 3 inches over the height limit. Go figure. I didn't even know there was a height limit to get into the military. I didn't know you could be too tall. I guess they don't want your head getting shot off over a berm or something like that. My nephew told the Air Force he wanted somewhere with a beach. They sent him to Kuwait. Yeah, that's a big beach. Hobby Time's using enamels a lot. I prefer enamels and lacquers for bodies. I would like to use enamels and lacquers on car bodies just because they're a harder paint when they set up than an acrylic, and you can really get a nice shine on them with wet sanding and all that other good stuff. I love my booth. That is a nice booth. I have a dual paint booth. I love these new Tamiya lacquers. I haven't tried those either. I can't remember. The Arcus enamels aren't pre-thinned, are they? No, they are not. They are not pre-thinned. So they do have their own thinner. They have their own flat coats, their own gloss coats. They have metallics. So they're a Ukraine company. I don't know how new they are, but like I said, we do a lot of business with Ukraine businesses. Most of the stuff I have on the table over there is all Ukraine, except for green strawberry, which is from the Czech Republic. We got to start moving that stuff. So don't forget, guys, we do have oh, that reminds me, I got to look and see. I didn't make shop cards, but I did make cards through Vistaprint. I'll show them to you when I get them for our orders. So when we get orders, I'm going to shove the card in there to remind people that we have a shop, because we have two things. We have our eBay shop, which we do a lot of business on, and we have our regular shop. If you're going to shop for anything, shop the shop, because we have to raise our prices on eBay to cover all the crazy eBay fees. You get a better deal excuse me, if you go to shop.hobbylinkinternational.com. And then it also has all our social media on there, just in case people didn't know that we have a community and a site. So hopefully it drives more modelers to the community. I couldn't pull the trigger because of a snake bite, so the Army said, no. The Air Force said, come on in. You know, it's funny. When my dad was joining up, he wanted to go Air Force. And it was during the Vietnam War. He didn't get drafted. He signed up during Vietnam. Fortunate for him, he didn't end up, but I'll tell you that story. He didn't end up going to Vietnam. Went to the recruiting office, and he wanted to go Air Force. But when the Air Force found out that at the time he was behind the Iron Curtain, because my grandmother is from the Slovak Republic, she took him over to Slovakia. And he was only a little boy, and they wanted to do all sorts of background checks and stuff like that. They were giving him a hassle. The Army recruiter was overhearing the conversation, and when the Air Force recruiter was done with my dad, the Army recruiter grabbed my dad and said, we're not going to do a background check on you. If you want to sign the dotted line, we'll take you in the Army. So my dad signed up for the Army, and then he did computers and stuff like that, and he had orders to go to Vietnam, but at the last second they changed his orders from Vietnam to go serve in the 2nd Infantry Division in Korea, which was pretty funny, because when I was leaving Fort Benning, Georgia, as an infantryman, I had orders to go to Korea, so me and my dad would have both shared the 2nd ID patch, but they changed all the 11 hotels, the tow gunners, they changed us all to the Fort Campbell, Kentucky. We went to the 101st Airborne, so that was that was I'm actually I wouldn't have mind going to Korea, but I was very happy going to the 101st Airborne. It was a great unit to serve with. Kenny, did your unit have a patch? Yes, I gotta order myself a new Airborne hat. The hat that I always wear with the Screaming Eagle on it and Airborne above it. That's our patch, or as we lovingly call it, the Puking Buzzard. You know what's funny? I'm allowed to call it the Puking Buzzard as a member of the 101st Airborne, but if somebody else called it the Puking Buzzard, we'd get pissed at it. You know, you're allowed to make fun of yourself and your own unit, but if somebody else messed with your unit, it wasn't good. I'm trying to think the other two units. There's 187th Infantry, which was me, Rakasans. Then we had the 50 Douche. The 50 Deuce was there, and I think it's the 327 was the other infantry unit. So we had 3 infantry brigades on Fort Campbell. Funny thing is, in the Air Force, I carried an M16, M203, or an M60 every day. Hey, look at that, Benny. We have something in common. I was a 203 gunner myself. I was on, you probably had the 16. I had the 16A2 with a 203 gun, 203 on it. 60 I didn't have to carry. I wanted to be a fighter pilot, but I'm too tall. Boo. Boo. Yeah, I was a tow gunner, so I was in a Humvee. So we got to play with all the cool weapons, but we didn't have to lug them unless we were doing the craziest thing out there, which was tow sniper, which was seriously stupid. Within my platoon, we carried on our Humvees, we had 60s, M60s, we had saws, we had Mark 19 grenade launchers, a 50 cal, of course the tow missile, and then, you know, my gunner had an M16A2, 9mm on his hip. Sergeant Fry was a regular M16A2, and the drivers were always, well, only two drivers were 203 gunners. I was a 203 gunner, and I forgot who was the 203 gunner in the first section. So I don't know why only 2 of us, but I had a lot of fun playing with that 203. That was a lot of fun. Correction, instead of the 203, I had a saw. You were a saw gunner, huh? Glorified M16. What's up, Gadgetron? Good to see you, Ken. Ours were Vietnam leftovers. Okay. Not a bad deal. Not a bad. I always loved the M16s. The M16s are nicey nice. But, my friends, it is 3 minutes to 9:30. I got on late. I will be here Saturday, even if I'm working overtime. I'll be home on time, so we'll do an unboxing vote then. Looks like Wednesday nights with overtime, we're just going to hang out, chit-chat about stuff, see if I got anything new in. I don't know what else we'll do, but I do like chit-chatting with you. Maybe one night I'll just throw Kelly on here. Or actually, one night what I may do is, instead of having me in the smaller screen like this, maybe I'll blow it up and we'll go over the community for those people that don't know how to use the community or didn't even know we had a community. My brother was the pig gunner in his security forces squad in the Air Force, plus he was also ammo bearer and the assistant gunner too, just because he benched over 400 pounds. He was all in one unit. I love the 203. That thing was fun. You had 40 Mike rounds, you had flares, you had buckshot in that thing. You ever shoot buckshot out of it too? Now, see, now you got me talking. Oh my God, buckshot out of a 203 is just ridiculous. A 40 millimeter buckshot round. that is a bad day for somebody right there, getting hit with that. But yes, it is time for me to go. I'm gonna go take care of my pups. I'm gonna run them outside. I'm gonna get to bed. We're gonna be on Saturday because I do not work overtime after overtime because I want to get home and do a little of my own stuff. So everybody, please be good out there. Thank you again for joining me. Thank you for all the great compliments on the finished Batgirl. The new video is going to go up in a couple days, and then the final video go up after that, and you can check out the build. And if it does make it into the publication, the magazine, I'll let you all know that it's out there, and we'll try to get you some cookies too. So everybody, have a great night. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you all soon. Take care, and bye-bye, everybody.